There's the answers. I wonder why it froze. So this all makes perfect sense, by the way, because we'd already kind of figured this out. I got booped while I was offline. I'm sorry. Alright.
It's all coming together.
We in there.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video. With it, they made me
Maybe OBS was the killer all along. I don't know why I have so many problems with OBS. That might explain why the game had like... No, it still has a missing pixel on the right. I think that's just on the game.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Smashed it. Right?
I see!
Yeah. Took a lot of damage earlier.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
We should see if our pet needs to poop. There we go. Take a quick save too while we're at it. Alright.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
True.
My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
Oh, holy shit, yeah. Fair enough.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
It wouldn't need to be strong if it's in the hospital.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
We already know where this was recorded. Oh, we're doing this again? Ugh, this minigame's kinda dumb. It was in the conference room. We already know that. I need an F. Press F to pay respects. The problem with this minigame is it takes really long time when you already know the answer. And the buttons are also just like kind of confusing. And there's just a lot of wasted time. You can hold down the button to make the game go faster. Sort of. But then they're just gonna run into each other and you'll die. So it's like, not great. Kinda wanna keep this, but it's too dangerous. I do need that C, but maybe later. Could've probably kept it. I don't need the N. I do need an E. That's what I was talking about. So now I just need 2 O's. And then an M. Maybe this game's much better in Japanese. It's probably less characters, right? Overall, so very likely much better.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's
It's
conference
really slow in English. Alright, 1 second here.
Huh? Conference?
But yeah, this minigame's just kind of slow and annoying. I'm not a big fan of it,
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
unfortunately.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Alright. The work was they put up a curtain and a candle. We already kind of know this as well.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Yes,
Which
there
place
is.
resemble the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
It has to be that one. Oh no.
Damn it!
Okay, so that's not it.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other?
Gotta be this one.
Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or
Both?
did they make some kind of set?
That.
Tampered with the camera.
What? I missed it. Fuck. They made a set,
I
obviously.
still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
I agree! Wait, no, I disagree. Rick.
There's no way the and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like, or did the music venue?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Has to be that. But that's not it.
Damn it!
What the hell proof am I supposed to... Okay.
There's no way.
What? If it's not the curtain... Maybe it is still that evidence, but...
And the music venue look.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Maybe it's this one, I
That
guess?
must be it.
So it's the right evidence, but the wrong presenting?
What the killer did was
Weird.
make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
I guess. I guess.
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
Because, yeah, the curtain in the music venue wasn't black to
Really
begin with.
flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face
Fucking got him.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is
Yeah,
the same color as the music venue stage.
we already knew
So
this.
the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Like what? The candle for the lighting, right?
I can prove it with this.
Yeah.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
I guess.
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Yeah.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
Yeah, it was just
That
there.
candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
Yeah.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
Which only people that were in the hospital at night could have recorded, which leaves Ibuki, Nigota, whatever his name is, Nagito? Fuck, I always forget these people's names. Jerkface McButthead, the ultimate gymnast girl, and Mikon.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer
Which,
sooner.
again, leads towards Mikon.
But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
Yeah, stupid jerkface
But
McButthead.
there's no mistake.
That guy.
That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
Yeah, that guy.
This must be a surprising turn of events
Nagito,
for Hajime.
that's his name.
You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
Huh.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
I see.
Has to be the one in the conference room.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
What I'm confused about is where did they get 2 hemp bags? I thought it was only one. Given out.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
Makes perfect sense.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video.
To change the time of death.
There's
We
only
already know
one
that.
possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Yeah.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Yeah. I should have already known. It's Mikon. It was me! Wait. It has to be.
You're the only one!
There's no one else.
Mikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
She was also affected by the disease, which makes perfect sense why her personality would have changed.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoka?
The killer? Huh?
Let's make a save here while we're at it, too. It has to be her.
I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
No.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
Nope.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Yes!
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Agreed.
Is that also a coincidence?
I will use the on-call room upstairs, because she was in the room right next to the conference room. She would have known that it was being recorded. That also makes perfect
That
sense.
time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a
God,
video that
I feel bad because I already
hang
figured
yourself
this all
in the
out before we got to this point. Like 2 hours ago.
and showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Exactly.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Yeah.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
Yeah, there is.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yeah.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think! Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
The fuck does that mean?
That slow-witted remark is not necessary. It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Yes.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
This is some bullshit.
Hey, Hajime!
It has to be.
Can you hold on a minute?
Nikito, please. What?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
What?
I thought it was suspicious all along.
He's gonna blame
Very
me.
beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What?
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Where the fuck is he going with this?
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Okay.
Hey, that's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, they've been
shall
breaking the fourth wall a bit on this case.
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
It's true.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long.
So why would the
What's
middle
wrong
be
with the rope
frayed?
being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck,
Oh.
pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Rather than hanging her.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Don, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
This rope won't be much of a clue, huh? Interesting.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
What a dick!
Huh?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Had to be someone that could strangle her? What is that? I'm confused about this turn of events.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean
Wait.
the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Is
Did
it
we
the
fall for
stepladder?
someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
The body was.
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
I have no fucking clue where this is going. What? What does this have to do with anything? Obviously not the paper. The camera. I don't know why the heat was up. Or why that would be relevant. They did get 2 bags. I don't know what
He didn't die from hanging.
What?
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Oh, because Mikon said that there's no doubt that the death was due to the rope by hanging. Mikon's the one who provided that evidence when she should have known, based on the injuries. So, the evidence is definitely the rope, but it's because of
She was strangled to death.
the damage to the throat should have looked different. So she should have been able to realize that.
Strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Okay.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Wait, no, I would agree then. That's wrong. So how do I agree?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the still hanging and straight. The scars they leave.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Because Mikon said it was.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes! We totally
That
did.
must be it.
Got it. Okay. I'm on board now, I understand.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikon?
Alright, I'm on the same page now.
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
Uh-huh.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
This is some bullshit.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
Yep.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
Agreed.
You got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
What?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, If that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess.
He's
But
totally
is
right,
that
though.
really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer.
But she is.
There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Fuck yeah.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
No, she's a fucking killer.
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Right?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Agreed.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh my god. The trial was turned. She snapped finally. It's happening.
So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
What? I will have you know I am the world's biggest bully.
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mika.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Not fair.
All right.
Fair. Not 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 fair. Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
This is the good shit.
Is acting like this your strategy now? Wow, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, we've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Agreed.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
You need to give me something, man.
Prove it? Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah, that's right.
Oh god.
Your proof.
Oh god. She's doing the, Oh man, it's this argument.
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video.
Oh my god.
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Because Hajime is the only one who saw the video.
I'm going to leave this to you once
That
again.
makes sense.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
Alright. Argument time. What was Mikon's account again? What?
We can't think of anybody else other than
Oh,
you
fuck, I'm in the wrong thing.
who could have filmed that video.
Yeah,
Any proof?
I'm pretty upset, Bash. It's
Is
okay.
the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
This is great.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
It could be the slippers because of the blood. Is it that camera angle? How does she know the camera angle? Wait a second. How does she know the camera angle?
I'm not the killer!
The camera was destroyed.
We can't think of anybody else other who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
How the fuck does she know the camera angle? Alright, so it's not the camera angle. So we have hospital gown, slippers, camera angle. She was with him the whole time. That morning. She rushed out to the hospital, searched for Ibuki. She was with Ibuki. What part does she not know about?
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
So the account probably is what I need.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Is it the killer's mistake part? Can't Mikon also point out the mistake? That seems like a stretch, though. Can you tell who it is? Yes, actually.
I'm not the killer!
But I don't have the right.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that
These are the
video.
only two that matter.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No. What is the evidence that she was the one who filmed the video? None of this evidence makes sense.
Damn it!
I'm a little confused.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Yeah, we talked about the candle.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
The camera angle is what I thought was
Just
weird.
from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Aylin's camera was taken. How is it not her account? That's the only evidence that makes sense, right?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Like, the rope doesn't make
Do you have
sense.
any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
I don't think it's the
Or
gown.
could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Is it the gown? Did she know about the gown? I guess she was wearing a hospital gown when she was killed, though. Let's take a look at this real quick. So it's candle, stepladder, I'm wearing a gown and slippers, and a hemp bag. How does that... How does she give away info? So, it has to be something that we didn't talk about in the video. But I don't understand. I thought it was the camera angle.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I don't understand.
Not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
What? It's not that. At this point, I'm just gonna throw it at the wall, because I don't actually understand this at all. I have time.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
We know the gown.
Damn it!
I have the life, I'm just running out of time, so I guess I'll brute force it. I don't fucking know.
Is the hemp bag on is the hospital gown, or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
None of the evidence matches. It has to be your account. Because none of the rest of this makes sense.
Can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on is the hospital gown, or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
I don't...
Damn it!
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on
Alright, well I guess we're just gonna lose.
Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan...
I don't know what I'm doing.
You could tell her body type just from that video, just from that camera angle.
Again, I already did that one earlier. Oh no, I did a different one earlier.
Damn it!
Yeah, I guess I lose. I have no fucking clue what they're
Can't
talking
think of
about.
anybody who could have filmed that.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing?
Yeah, I've gone through the
suspicious? Or could
clues
it be the
multiple
hospital
times.
slippers she had on?
None of it makes sense. We're just losing, I guess.
Damn it!
I don't get it.
We can't...
Alright, well we died.
This is my... We will never give up!
I don't get how any of this matters. At all. None of this matters. None of this evidence is relevant. There's bloodstains on the bottom of the shoes. Irrelevant. Rope is irrelevant for body type. Paper has nothing to do with anything. The camera was broken. And the only thing that's relevant is her account. That I can think of. The only thing I can think of is that, like, she knew the camera angle. how would she know the camera angle? But
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
I tried the camera
Is the
earlier.
handbag is the hospital gown, or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really your? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video. Just from that camera
Is this
angle.
it? Fuck. Is that it? No. I still have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I don't get it. I have no idea what I'm doing. None of this evidence makes sense. No idea. At this point, I would just brute force it because I have no fucking clue.
Damn it!
There's something I'm missing, or it's just like random bullshit. One of the two. I don't see how that's relevant.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I have no fucking idea. I'm so lost. I have no clue. Yeah, I guess I'll take a hint. I have no idea. I already tried the slipper. It's not even the slipper, it's the blood on the bottom of the slipper that's the clue. Which she didn't mention. I don't even know which specific one I'm looking at as being related to the clue. None of these make sense at all. The only thing that makes sense is her account, but this isn't related to anything she's talking about. Unless there's some information she couldn't know, but I already checked everything against her account, except for the one that I'm the only one. No, I did that one too, actually, now I think about it. I have no idea what I'm missing. Oh, right. There's a thing they added to the game. With... Isn't there a thing where you can save something for later and then throw it back? I forgot how to do that.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
That would make sense with the hint the game gave me earlier. About using her own words against her. How do I...
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
No, how do I... Can I not do that? It doesn't give me an option for that. What was the button? Does it hold the button down?
You could tell her body type under the
Oh, it is.
hospital gown.
Right.
Just from that video.
Fuck, I forgot that even
Just
existed.
from that camera angle. Just from that
How did I
dim
even...
candlelight.
Okay, how did it grab it then?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please,
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
I still don't know how it works. I forgot the controls because it's been 10 hours since I had to use this.
Is the handbag on her head for proof? Is the hospital gown she... Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Just from that camera angle?
Okay.
Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're
So the
only
mistake
one who
here...
can point out the killer's mistake.
No, get out of the way. Fucking... This is really bad.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on... Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the...
So I was right about the
Ibuki and
clue,
Nikon clearly have different...
Is that
but not the
really your
controls on how to use it.
You
That's
could
kind of
tell her body
annoying.
type under the... Just from that video?
Just from that camera angle?
Just from that dim candlelight?
That's really annoying.
There's no way you'd be able... So please forgive
Whatever.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh. Wait, what? Okay.
Damn it!
So I have to use her own thing on her, not...
I'm not the killer!
This is the worst.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on... Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital...
Ibuki and Nikon...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Is it that one?
Just from that video?
Just from that camera angle?
No. I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Damn it!
It's either the camera angle...
We can't think of
Like, I
anybody
don't know
who
how
could've
she
filmed
knows the
that.
camera angle. That's the only thing that makes sense, but I don't know how that...
Ibuki and Nikon...
Is that really... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Just from that camera angle?
Just
So-
from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
Fuck.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Right. Because if it's blue, you're agreeing. Sure. This is really dumb. This one, in particular.
The killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
I don't... Alright, well I guess we're dead again. I don't know what I'm doing again. This one seems really
Can't think of
bad.
anybody who could have filmed that video.
I don't know what I'm refuting or why. Even when I know what to do. They had one of these earlier where it just made no fucking sense and then it was just some random thing. Like
This is my
10 hours ago in game.
We will never give up.
I don't understand. So, is it the gown and then the body type under the gown?
I'm not the killer!
I don't...
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that.
The angle's the only thing that makes sense. Oh.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital? Ibuki and Mika. Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital just from that video.
Fuck.
Just from that. There's no way you'd be so pleased. Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Is it killer's mistake and then camera? Is that what I'm doing? That would make slightly more sense. Let me try that. That's why killer's mistake is like that?
Just from that camera and just from that dim. There's no way you'd be able to make it. So please forgive me already.
No, it's not the slippers with blood. We've already done that one. It has to be this.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
This is the only thing that makes sense in my mind at this point. It has to be killer's mistake and then surveillance. Because there's no way that she would know the camera angle, right? Again, that just super weird.
Who could have filmed that?
Is the handbag is the hospital gown she was, or could it be the hospital slippers she?
Ibuki and Mika.
So it has to be the camera angle.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video. Just from that camera angle.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
So they put that one at the end so you could grab it and confuse the hell out of you, I guess.
Nikon, you've committed a major mistake.
What's annoying about that puzzle is that I figured out that it was the camera literally immediately, and then I got hamstringed by the controls of what the fuck I was supposed to do. Oh, that's annoying.
I've said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
That's okay though.
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Nikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole.
Yes. It's also weird that the copy mechanics doesn't show up in the control options when you hit escape to check your controls.
You lied, didn't you?
It's a little weird.
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikon?
There are some problems here, is what I'm saying.
Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Annoying.
Forgive me!
So yes? Go on.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
What is this voice act?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
Right.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
Yeah, and you had two of them.
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yeah, and you got two of them. I'm not dumb.
Hajime saw
God
it too,
damn it.
didn't you? You remember that you saw... Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
Because one had the symbol and one didn't.
Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible?
Just turn the bag around.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
No, because you got two.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Ding dong, you're wrong.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Oh my god.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
On the bone meat. Alright, I also don't remember this minigame because it's been like 10 hours in game and a week. Just the left mouse button. Now you have to actually reload. Tab? That's weird. Okay. On the bone meat. God damn it. Yeah. Stop it. You're bullying me right now.
Until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Right. Fair enough. Let's do this. On the bone meat.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me!
What are the controls again? Fuck. Why is this so confusing? You have to hold it down and then like go? Is that what it was?
Why only me? Please, draw
Yeah,
on
okay.
me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me!
What am I...
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already?
It's not
I'll do anything
reloading.
you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me!
Are you supposed to hold it down?
Draw on me!
Okay, that's what I'm confusing, I guess.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
What is this reload mechanic? I don't fucking get it. Why is it so weird? Do you hold it down? Do you press it on every one? Why is it different? What am I doing? I mean, it was kind of bad before they added this, but this is worse. Holy moly. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Do I have to, like, alternate? What am I doing?
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me
How?
already? I'll do anything you want.
Oh, you have to... Okay.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
You have to hold it down and then like go on in time.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me.
That's freaking weird.
Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
This is weird.
Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me!
Alright.
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2 places at the same time.
This is the end.
On the bone meat. That is freaking weird. Alright, figure it out that time though.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier. Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible
All right.
to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Got him.
Why can't you forgive me?
Because you murdered them.
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Alright.
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Dang. Alright. Oh man. Time for the frickin'... This music's so good. Alright. Alright, can't be any of that stuff, so... There's the broadcast. They must have made the video of them hanging? No. That was here. So that's what he saw? Okay. Rip. Hit the body? No. Okay. Okay. I kind of like the way this worked in V3 a little bit better. So they glued the door, broke the camera. It's Japanese way, right to left.
Here's everything that happened in this
Alright,
case.
that wasn't too hard actually.
The key to this incident is the surveillance.
Alright, so we're gonna go over the
camera
entire
only I
case here
saw.
if you missed part of this over the last, like, week and a half.
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue. So I immediately headed over there.
Makes sense.
But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, They tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music video and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head.
It's a little weird because like 95% of this game is great as far as controls go, but some of the mini games are just kind of like iffy, little sketch.
But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room,
Except every once in a while I get a really bad hang
watching
up.
the music venue from outside, and as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Kyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside.
Right.
Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene.
Right.
In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko.
I like how during her account it says that she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. There were a lot of clues to give her away, I think, even before you got to this point.
They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
Whoa.
And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Nice. I got something in my eye. It's great.
Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
That feels like that was kind of like cut in half a bit, because there wasn't any of the parts of that about the actual murder itself. Interesting. Oh man, here comes the crazy.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Oh my god.
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
What? Okay. That went really badly. Frick. Those last couple parts were rough.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong?
Well, I mean, it seems pretty obvious,
Let's
right?
go.
So. Okay. The voting thing is sort of just a formality, as like a way to end the trial, because you can't actually vote, oddly enough. It'd be kind of fun if you could, like, screw up the vote. Fair enough, though.
Well now. Correct.
You got it right again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blacken who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki. But why?
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me, dude. Dang, Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Oh my god.
What's going on? Hey.
Nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's
Nothing we can
obvious.
do. She's no longer the same person. No longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew.
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. Yeah, we already knew that she had the disease.
what?
My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Yeah, we obviously knew that already.
What?
Something crossed your mind? When she grabbed onto him, yeah. Mikan felt really hot at that time. It's because she was sick, yeah.
It cannot be.
Perhaps.
She was overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh at such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. That's why I can't forgive this. Killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
No way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair. Ha, that's completely wrong.
Huh?
What? Wrong? What's
What
wrong?
I did was for the sake of my beloved.
What?
Huh? Huh?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me.
Huh.
They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned.
So she was
me
crazy
all.
before all this.
This is my reciprocation.
Okay. To transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
What are you talking about? You don't understand. Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
could it be?
Is this really the despair disease we were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You're half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But...
But if that means you remembered something and ended up like this,
despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. First of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this. Even so, the current me was the most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
What the fuck are you talking about? This is Mikon? She's the real Mikon? Do you really remember? Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. About the World Ender organization that y'all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? No, not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization is World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. The one we saw that vault for earlier? Fair enough.
Hey,
But what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? Name suggests that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What? Part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to the island. Isn't that right, Monami? I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization. Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikon, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Oh my god.
Not.
Oh, hell no! We'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anything or anyone.
That is...
Is this really you, Miko? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend? What losers. That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present. Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. Story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
It was true all along, our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? I'm gonna save real quick. It's been a little while. Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
But punishment time? Why? Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. Too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikon Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it
Huh.
everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Interesting. So who was her love? We lost the best girl and the worst girl in one case. Yeah, it's the worst, man. Man. I hated Mikon, so this is kind of okay, but... What? Okay. I guess the bye-bye ouchies? Okay. Sure. What? There's some lewd stuff going on, maybe? I don't... What? What? What is this? This is not what I expected. So they're shooting her into space? Okay. Oh. Did you just ride a dick rocket into space? It looked like an arm, though. I don't know what that means. What? Okay.
Let me ask.
Is that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the disease?
Damn it.
Doesn't matter either way. She ended up like that just from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. The sure emote? Yeah, dude, the Puri sure emote would be great right now. Sure.
But
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself into a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Wait.
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Only her malice.
Damn it.
Wrong.
Too bad that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
Traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Madami looks right now? I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one.
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami. Who cares about who I am? How important? I'm tired. Drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to get my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Head over to the First Islands Beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Huh?
Nekomaru?
Hey!
Wait, is it Nekomaru? Is he safe? Safe? How should I say this? Crazy bastard would come back to this in one piece. The light of hope. I'm happy Nekomaru is returning, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy.
However,
Even so, I am still happy if Nekomaru was safe. I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still live. Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all. Buki, Hiko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia, for your feelings for reaching them.
right?
Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. I don't get it at all.
All right.
We heard that. We were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Yeah, I'm also suspecting this is not going to go well. He just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
So impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around till others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Wait, what? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So, if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. It's RoboCop. What? Well. Hooray!
Right.
That's all ass. Alright. Where in the world is Nekomaru? Is he the monkey on the tree?
Hey, hey!
He's nowhere to be found, dude.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Uh-oh.
Could it be?
Nekomaru? We turned toward the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Oh, I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much.
This is great.
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Ooh.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's Nekomaru.
Nekomaru Nidai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
Okay. Sure. 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 I guess. People! Yeah. I think it was PI. Alright, that's the end of chapter 3. That'll be it for tonight, because obviously I'm sleepy. Man, 3 people died that chapter. That's a lot of people. Danganronpa. So, you obtain the nurse's apron. We're gonna go ahead and save and call it a night. At least now you'll never need to shit again. Why live? Alright. Save one more time. Best girl, middle girl, and awful girl. Yeah. Alright. Couple hang-ups there that were very confusing, but we got there. So, that'll be it for tonight. I'm a little tired. I usually take a nap when I get home, and instead I decided to stream. Turns out getting up at 5 in the morning on like 4.5 hours of sleep is a really good idea. Oddly enough. Let's go ahead and host Chrono, who is currently playing Ni no Kuni 2. I know nothing about Ni no Kuni, but I've heard it's good. Good night, everyone.